Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Hey guys, it's your girl Sony. I'm here with my girl Tiara Dejanae and one hell of a guy. And guys, we are the Life on Shuffle podcast.
Yeah.
Can we hit a round of applause, please?
Yes, we can.
Okay, all right.
I'm late loading the sound effects.
All right, we need a round of applause for that.
Really?
Like we gonna do these?
That was me, and then there's sort of the round of applause.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a nice little round of applause.
That
there.
was like full audience.
Definitely, we need that. So guys, we are the newest podcast on 7 Mile Radio. Okay, can we get another round of applause for that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. So guys, I want y'all to show us some love. I want you guys to hit the share button, hit the like button,
All that.
and we need y'all to engage.
All that.
Okay? We see y'all. We see y'all in the comments. Y'all ain't in here just yet. When y'all get in here, we want y'all to engage.
Oh yeah, we got a couple. What you mean?
Okay, I ain't seeing it from my side.
Oh.
So guys, we are here each and every Wednesday from 6 to 7. We only need an hour of your time. Yeah, we need to get that algorithm going. So I just want everybody to introduce themselves. I'm gonna go last because I don't know. I'm just going last. I'm nervous. I got the.
You got the.
Yeah. I got
Okay,
it.
so because I can't see nothing is going on. My name is Tiara Dejanae. Y'all can call me T because apparently that's a lot to say. So yeah, I go by T. I am a natural hairstylist and an owner of Her Forte Salon in Farmington Hills, Michigan.
Okay.
I specialize in color, cuts, and pretty much natural extensions. Like if you
Okay.
want your hair to look like it's growing out your scalp,
Okay.
I'm that girl.
How do they book with you?
You can book on my Instagram at Her Forte Salon.
Okay. We got that slid in there.
No, you didn't send me.
Oh! Don't do that. Don't do that. You can let it ride. You can.
Listen, my life is on shuffle, okay?
Listen, talking about life on shuffle. Y'all don't even know. This is my third job of the day.
No facts.
Third job. Who we got, Shannon? I got one hell of a guy over here. Introduce yourself.
Yeah. So my name is Shannon. Also known as a hell of a guy. Right now I'm a student barber. You can follow me on IG, Facebook. Facebook is a hell of a guy. IG is a hell of a guy, or my business page. You can book with me. Just DM me a hell of a cuts. Right now I'm a full-time barber student at Hair Lab Detroit. We down there getting to work. Looking to be a barber, but not just a barber, a hairstylist as well. I do women's hair. You know, I'm good for the lock in with me now for the kid cuts. You know, let your kid grow with me.
How do they book with you?
IG. Right now you can book with me at IG, or you can even log on to the Hair Lab Detroit, and you'll see you can book with me. Just type in my name, Shannon, or hell of a guy. You know, you set up an appointment, come see me at the school, and I also mobile. So you know.
You ain't gonna tell them you can sing?
No.
No, we can
That's
sing.
Yeah, you ain't gonna let them know you can hold a little note or two.
certified shower karaoke.
Cut it
If
out.
y'all got the karaoke, let me know. I'll pull up and we can do what we do.
He being modest, y'all.
Very.
So, I'm your girl Sonny. I hold quite a few titles. Mom, entrepreneur, STEM teacher, flag ball coach.
Flag ball.
Like,
What is it? Flag football.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Flag
All right.
ball.
Flag football. That's where I just came from. I don't know. Social media content creator. Social media manager. It gets crazy. But
Many titles.
yeah. What we talking about today?
You know, basically, we're going to just give y'all a little kind of overview, you know, life on shuffle, how it was created, how it all came together. You know, basically, we just a group of friends, you know, 3200.
Oh,
3200.
East
3200
Lafayette.
made us, you know,
Tap
King High
in.
School.
Tap in.
All the
where y'all
alumni.
at? Y'all
Right.
should definitely be in the comments.
But you know, basically want to do this show for enlightenment, you know, to keep y'all updated on what's going on out here. It's just, you know, we wake up every day and we got different stuff going on, and it's literally life is always gonna be on shuffle for you, the whole world, man, and we just trying to go through life and navigate as smoothly as we can, but you know, we ain't always got an outlet to talk about it. So what we
Yeah.
think is interesting, what we think we can give y'all, we can feed y'all, we gonna feed y'all, and it's
Definitely.
gonna be raw, random topics. You know what I'm saying? And then kind of envision this like a game night or something, you know, or just you out with out with your homies or your homegirls and y'all just talking, man. That's what we here to do, man. We just here to talk about good topics, random topics.
Dropping
it's gonna
gems.
be dropping gems. It's gonna be it's gonna be fun, man. I hope y'all stay locked in and tuned in to us. Every Wednesday we gonna give y'all some good content. We gonna give y'all some good conversation. Y'all gonna be in the car, at the crib, just laughing with us, man. You know,
For
tap
sure.
in on the stream. We gonna interact with y'all too, man. So
I know. I see my brother watching. Shout out to Coach Edward.
you know,
I
you
see
know.
you. I see you.
You know, so you know that's what Life on Shuffle is about, man. We giving y'all some entertainment, some social,
He feeding it. Give
some
it to him.
news,
Give it to him.
the entertainment, anything, man. We here for it, man.
Give me
So
advice too.
definitely advice, and it's non-biased. Y'all got to keep that in mind. Like I love being on this show. We built this team. Sonny, you know what I'm saying?
Give me a round of applause.
the HBIC of this
I hit the wrong
podcast.
button. My finger's fat. My finger's fat. I hit the wrong button.
You know, I would say she HBIC it is, man. She the brains that brought us all together. But man, we done had these meetings and we just vibe. We should have put that on live, man. We kind of fumbled on that one.
Definitely should.
Man.
I'm surprised she didn't record y'all. I have a reel of every moment
Listen.
the show getting together.
I know. So organic.
Yeah, we kind of fumbled on that one, but yeah, like I said, man, just rock with us. It's kind of gonna be it's gonna be fun, man. We all are excited. We've been excited. We've been sitting on this for a minute. Nah, it's here, man. We here.
It's go time.
Go
It's
Go
about
time.
that time. All right, Shannon, what we talking about today? Shannon has some interesting topics. Shannon is the guy that be like, I don't know what be going on in his head, but he be like, yeah, let's talk about this. So I'm gonna let you roll out the first
All
topic.
right,
Bullet points.
For sure.
So, you know, just this came to me on my way over here. Like I got a bunch of stuff, but this one I feel like we could definitely chime in, you know. So, my question to y'all, my question to my co-host, do y'all really think, you know, as a society, do y'all feel like we too often self-diagnose ourselves, you know, with depression or what else can we self-diagnose ourselves when we going through something? You know what? Social anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Like
Let's talk about it.
the older
talk
the older
about
we
it.
getting, it's like I don't know if we just more aware of what's going on within ourselves. Is this like did the pandemic really like give us the self-reflection? Because I feel like everybody is going through something right now. And I think it's really dope that we are able to search deep within ourselves and figure these things out. Like, oh, you know, I'm depressed, or you know, I'm very antisocial, and you know, we throw out introverted or you know, stuff like that. But you know, is that a good thing, or you know, where did this all come from? Like that's kind of what I want to throw out there. What y'all think?
I want Tiara to touch on that because she swear that she has social anxiety
I
and that she's such an
do.
introvert. But when you see her and just social media, I mean, you
Right.
know, people think they know you just based off of social media anyway. But when they see
But
you,
that's the misconception.
Yeah.
Right? So you see people who are social, but I know y'all,
Mm-hmm.
right? I really don't like small talk.
Okay.
I don't. I kind of like drift because I'm thinking about so many other things. But I feel like when you know a lot of people, like my parents are very popular. I went to 3200. I went to King, so I know a lot of
King,
people.
tap in.
So you know, it's like you would expect, or people see your social media like, oh, she's outgoing, she this. Like, no, my environment, and my
Yeah.
experience made me comfortable and learn how to socialize.
You had a nice little group of
But-
girlfriends too. That was yeah.
I mean, and those are still my friends to this day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of one of
That's
those things
dope.
where like I've learned to be more social, but like I probably was nervous outside. I'm cool now.
I'm still nervous. I'm like, and this is what I do.
But so then that turns into, oh, she funny acting. No, I'm not. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna warm up. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that to your point, it's not more so that we're self-diagnosing. I just think that it's more so we're older, you're more experienced, and you're more self-aware. So you know, like, dang, okay, why do I always feel like this when I will pull up to an event and be like, I don't want to go in. I'm calling my friend like, where y'all at? Y'all coming? When y'all coming? And then I get in and I see a couple familiar faces and I'm cool.
Okay.
I'm partying, I'm my normal self. But after that happening for so long, it's like, okay, maybe this is
You-
what social anxiety
You're maturing,
is.
right?
Yeah,
So
you
imagine like
mature.
how when you were younger and maybe, right, your parents said something to you, and when you got older, you thought about this thing, and it's like, damn, I wish I had the vocabulary to say then
Exactly.
what I know now. You know what I mean? It's
Exactly.
like you just matured to the point where you're more observant of yourself and you can define things within yourself better and more
Exactly.
clearly. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So it's more so like I said, my parents are popular, like very outgoing people. They the life of the party. So naturally, you're gonna pick that up.
Yeah.
But that's not me. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
It's
Okay.
not me. Like,
Okay.
it's not me. I can vibe.
Yeah.
But at the crib.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
know?
I'm a homebody too. Don't get it
Yeah.
twisted. Like, you calling to invite me somewhere, if it ain't like out to eat or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do the clubs. You not gonna catch me at the club. Like,
Not ever
it's
for the right person.
it's maybe for,
For the right group?
for
Or the
the-
right situation.
The
Let-
right
Maybe the right
situation.
shit.
let
I
it
gotta
be
be
a
bumping
business. Let it
elbows,
be a business
networking. Oh
opportunity.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
then that's a
But
reason
just
to
to
go.
be like,
Just
oh,
to
it's
be
Friday
hanging
night,
and-
we about to go to
Not that
never,
kind. Not that
never.
And they be like, oh, you're always out to events that somebody personally
Yeah.
invited me to. I'm not just outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have people that just automatically think that about me just because I'm
because of
you
your
know what I'm
social
saying?
media.
Yeah.
But really, like, you normally with the same people.
Nobody.
Yeah, I can vouch for that.
I'm at the crib, like
Say interior.
On the phone.
Just the
Making
interior.
facts.
Making reels.
Facts.
Can I stop y'all for a minute? Because some of our viewers don't know who the guy
Oh,
behind
right.
7 Mile Radio
right.
is. So
let's
let's let that man give himself an
let's-
Oh,
introduction.
let's-
well,
yeah.
I mean, my name is Mark D. I'm the owner and CEO, engineer of 7mileradio.com,
Yes, sir.
and I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm elated to have this bright group of individuals here join the platform, man, and I'm looking
The real
forward to all of the
boss.
fun that we're going to have
Oh,
on this thing.
Okay.
Tons
Okay,
of
so
fun.
shout out to Adam. We see you in the comments too. We want y'all to engage with us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's get it, my
definitely,
guy.
definitely.
Pass me the bag.
They sipping too, y'all. What y'all drinking?
Oh yeah, we definitely.
They got me over here cupless.
No. It was in the bag. I got 4.
Is it a cup
Is
in this
it?
bag?
Check the bag. Come on now, you know.
Bag.
Somebody done double cuffed me.
Somebody
Okay.
got a couple for sure. Is it
My bad.
I got 3. But
I got a cup.
You got a cup.
he said, "Give me that."
I'll give me that. I got
Right.
a glass.
I got
Okay.
this.
Do your thing.
Is ice right here?
You pour your own troubles. or you need a
Gotta pour your own
bartender?
trouble.
Definitely got to do all that. Sorry
Took
about
the
that.
headset
y'all.
off. Okay, what were you saying?
So touching on that the anxiety. You know, people think that people are funny when they get invited to places and then you don't show up. But the way I look at that is, hey, it's just me. You the only person I know. So if I can't, you know, and people get mad when you bring somebody with you. But it's like, you are gonna leave me. You're the host of the party. Or this
Yeah.
party is for
Yeah.
you. I don't know nobody in here. So I'm more liable to not either say, yo, I can't make it, I'm not showing up, or if I show up, I'm gonna have to bring somebody with me. My people's more than one, more, you know. But some people might find that rude, and I don't think it's rude. I think it's like proper etiquette. I gotta take care of me.
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah.
take care. You know,
That's your comfort
yeah,
zone.
that's my
Yeah.
comfort zone. I brought a piece of me, and you should know I'm not gonna disrespect you or bring anybody disrespectful to your event. However, when you walk away, when you leave me, I don't want to just be sitting here and then now I look like an outsider because I'm walking in and I'm going through the crowd. It's your family, everybody looking at me like, who is that? You know what I'm saying? Who invited him?
And don't be cute walking through.
Don't be the life of the party walking
That
through.
part, yeah.
You know what I'm
Who do you think
saying?
he is?
Like, I engage with people so they gonna think I'm somebody. You know, I'm just like, yeah, I'm just that person friend.
No, for real.
I'm the person, you know, I know that one. I know her. We all know her, right? You know what I'm saying? But people start to want to judge you or be like, you funny actor. And I know from the females that I've talked to in the past, they literally fall out with their friends for that type
for
of
not
shit.
showing up to the event.
For not showing up to their events, or they feel some kind of way. She ain't show up to my birthday party. She ain't show up, so I ain't showing up to hers. She better know I ain't gonna show up to hers. And it's like, man, listen, when we gonna
Man,
grow up?
sometimes
Tit for
life
tat is
happens,
crazy.
right? You never know what's going
Yeah.
on. Sometimes
Life on
Oh,
shuffle.
shuffle.
We never know.
Man, what? You don't
We
know what
never
somebody
know.
had
Took
to
the
do to
segue
get
right out
to
of my mouth and shit.
My bad. You know, COVID happened.
Sometimes life just is on shuffle
Yeah,
and
for
shit.
sure.
Life on shuffle.
For sure.
We need one of those drops after that.
need to make it drop.
Okay, we're gonna do that.
The Life on Shuffle.
Shannon said we're gonna make a little jingle too. You
Yeah, we
gonna
need to
record
do all of
that?
that.
Okay.
Intro, intro.
Yeah, we've been working
all
on
of
it.
that.
Hey
working
man,
on.
we talking about the shuffle, right? Like,
Yeah, man.
Listen.
But that's why I wanted this to like really be the topic because, man, people got to be more understanding, man. As a whole,
Yeah.
like.
Give a little grace.
I had a best friend that literally told me something that resonated with me because I had broke my ACL. I was learning how to walk and stuff like that, and I kind of got in my feelings a little bit. I started to really like think like, dang man, where my people's at? That's really my people's. Like, oh, they ain't called me. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody checking on me. And it took.
Wasn't nobody checking on you?
It was a few.
Okay.
You know, I my bad.
I mean, you know,
But I'm talking about the injury that happened. But you still always was
Look at
consistent.
you.
in
You
it,
said,
for
"Hold
sure."
on."
Yeah.
'Cause I was
I
close.
know. I know. I'm sorry. I do be trying not to do that too. That might be another topic.
you know, it wasn't. I didn't take it personal.
I know
I
you
know
did.
that you have such a large group of male friends.
Yep.
So for me to hear you say that they weren't checking on you, that was my like.
Yeah.
Wasn't nobody checking on you? Like you hang with too many.
And that was the thing. Like I had to realize. Like one of my boys kind of was like, "Yeah, my bad. I've been meaning to call you." You know, but when he hit me with the, you know, my uncle died. You know, you get that humbling experience. Like,
Everybody
damn.
going through.
You know-
Everybody shit
you
on
know what I'm
shuffle.
saying? Like,
I
and it
tore
took
ACL
that.
yelling.
Yeah, I'm learning how to walk, but his uncle died or his
Yeah.
father died. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anything could happen, and that was my coming to light moment. Like, damn, you know what? You motherfucker right. I'm sorry. Like,
You really just gotta appreciate whatever somebody is able to do. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? If you know it's not outside of their character, like you gotta know the character of your friends. If you know this person is usually gonna show up for you, usually gonna be consistent, and they're not, maybe it's a reason
Yeah,
why.
for
Like
sure.
you can't just always
Yeah.
jump defensive. But
that's that grace.
And you
Yeah,
can't really
you gotta
expect
give them
anything
grace.
out of people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like we expect ourselves out of other people.
and then sometimes listen, like when I lost my mom, it was a thing where I had a friend that I didn't hear from at all. We grew up together. I'm like, damn,
No, I had that happen
what's
to
up?
me as well.
But listen, she was like, you know, when I go through stuff, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to hear from nobody. So that person can be on their knees praying for you. No, you just never know.
Okay.
They could be praying for you every day. You know what I'm saying? And she'll shoot me a text, but I'm talking about like, bro, I ain't seen your face.
No, I'm sorry.
I ain't heard your voice.
Listen
That's
here,
crazy.
my mama died. You better pick up the phone and call me.
But
I'm
that's
sorry.
what works for you. It don't work for everybody. But me, I need to hear your voice. So I let her know. I understand. So if you going through something, I'm going to give you your space. But baby, I need you to hit my line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it just
yeah.
depends. Like everything works for everybody differently.
Yeah.
And I feel like you got to give people grace.
I feel that.
Sometimes
But
they just don't know.
don't tell me I was praying for you. No, hit my line.
my
Hey, man,
line.
I'm sorry. I heard your mom passed away.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
No facts, but you know, like
Yeah.
I ain't talked to you in I don't know how long. Hey sis, you straight?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For
So
sure.
it's
We gotta talk about that one episode, y'all. Just burying loved ones, not necessarily a parent, but just the expense. Like it's expensive to
Expensive.
die.
Yeah.
it's fuck.
It's expensive to die.
That's definitely a segment for sure. Because we talking about expenses to die. We gonna have to talk about
It's expensive
how
to
important it
live.
is to have that life insurance.
Oh, can we get a
You know
little?
what I'm
little-
saying?
Yeah. Okay.
You know, it's
No
too many.
facts.
It's too many GoFundMe's for everything now,
Man.
and it's
Push
like,
Dennis.
man, we gotta stress how important it is to have certain things in
Man,
order
you
for
know,
your
it's
loved
crazy
ones.
the
Also-
amount of people that hit me up and ask me to share GoFundMe's for their loved ones or situations going on in their family, and I'm like, man, it's to the point where I've actually added posting GoFundMe's as a service on my website.
Oh,
man.
wow.
Like, 'cause it's like, what do y'all want me to do? It's you know what I mean? Like, why don't y'all? It's funny to me how we are so reactive, right, as opposed to being proactive,
Proactive, yes.
and setting up shit, preventative measures for shit before it happened. But we want to jump defensive when they do happen, and want everybody to get up in arms. And you know, it's just like, come on, man.
But
Set
y'all
yourself
know-
up
y'all
for
know.
success.
It's always that shit ain't never gonna happen to me, and then it happens to you, and you like, like
No.
you know, you never know how long
Yeah,
we have here, so
Yeah.
you gotta set yourself up.
Yeah.
That part, and you know what? That's something with the education system. We talk about this in my school all the time, like
They don't prepare you.
how it kind of failed us a little bit because they don't teach us about financial literacy. They don't teach us about
Just the liquor.
they don't,
Straight
they,
drunk.
don't,
alcohol.
they didn't really teach us about financial literacy, about credit, about you know
Yeah.
how important it is to make sure even if you working a job 1099, have your affairs in order.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's our job now, as we're the OGs, as we're the ones with, I mean, I don't have any children, but we have mothers, we have fathers, we are the future. So, that's why I said, like, this Life on Shuffle is more about enlightenment as well, man. What we can do better as a community, what we can do better for the future, because I mean, it's a lot of problems out here, man.
Our life is on shuffle because the fucking world is on shuffle,
Yeah.
right? The world is constantly changing. We got to
Definitely.
evolve with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
So Shannon, when you say the future, it just took me back to work today because I coach a second and a third grade class.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, these kids don't even know how to do cartwheels. Like, you tell them to get in the line, they looking at you crazy. Like, they don't even know how to get in a single file line. Like, I kid you not. Like, you hear the stories, but until you're actually there and you see it, it's like, this is the future. It was a first grader yesterday. She like, Miss Edwards, I can't find my house keys. They was in my book bag. First grade? House keys? Y'all had house keys at 6, 7?
No, because we were still irresponsible. You lose that house key, you probably getting that ass.
Her mama pulled up. She hopped in the front seat. Little girl this high.
The front seat.
Front seat.
That's crazy.
Like,
crazy.
it's so,
But
it's so
we are
sad.
also raising kids in a totally different world.
That's
right?
true.
Like,
That's
we
true.
are like really the last generation where we was going outside. Go outside.
Yeah.
Come in the house when the street lights come on.
Yeah.
Like,
Baby,
these kids,
put that phone down.
Yeah.
my 2-year-old, like, he can go to anything on your phone.
Oh, for sure.
And I mean, like, it's been like that since he could move his little fingers.
A
You know
whole
what I'm
2-year-old
saying?
sound
So,
crazy.
No,
You,
no.
You crazy.
I feel like you had a secret baby. Like, we ain't seen no pregnant pictures, no belly. Like,
Pop out.
Okay.
look, she done got quiet. She like,
The stork.
tell them my business.
The
Nah,
stork.
my bad.
no, for real. Like,
she got the baby off Amazon, like I got mine.
I
Yep,
did.
yep. Popped out with
like,
a
"Oh, I
2-year-old. He was
did."
born too.
No. He was born 12.
That part.
There we go.
Clear. That was born 12. He was born 12. Like, no,
Sheesh.
for real. But, like, he knows how to do everything. And it's
Yeah.
just second nature to him. Probably how, going outside and hopping on the bike was second nature
Right,
to us because that
right.
was our environment. It's just these kids, they growing up in a total
It's
different world.
rough, y'all.
It's literally the real world and then it's a virtual world.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I feel like we have to do a better job of putting more education into tablets, into these smartphones. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be giving these tablets and everything to babysit your kids.
Right.
No, you need to take that tablet away from
You
them
can.
and make them go outside
You can.
or teach them a skill.
But
You
it's
know what
two
I'm saying?
sides of that. It's exactly what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how amazing that is that a 2-year-old can work a tablet?
Yeah.
These are the future.
So
Yeah.
it's balance. It's
Yeah,
balance.
It's
definitely.
But what
Definitely.
she's saying
And-
is a lot of these parents have no balance.
Yeah, that's why I
So
said
all
it.
their kids
Yep.
know how to do is one thing and
Yeah.
don't know how to do anything
Right, right.
else. You
But
know?
I do notice one thing about, I guess at least with my son, because of how they have to read, the level of reading that it takes to pay attention to or to interact with some of these games. Like, he in the second grade doing fourth and fifth grade reading level reading.
Absolutely.
Third
That's
grade,
awesome.
fourth grade math. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's
Yeah.
just like it's in like you said, in some areas it's sharpening them and it's helping them. You know what I mean? But at the same
Definitely.
time, you don't want them to get so involved in that and occupied and distracted with that, where that's all they know and they don't have no skills or
Yeah.
So-
nothing like that.
And they bring it. That's Tierra point. I'm with you. I
No,
hear
but
you.
it goes
The
back to
balance.
what we were talking about adults. It goes back to that experience versus like education versus common sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, right.
Like,
Oh,
now we got all these
Ah.
tech-savvy kids who, man, what? How did you get home? You don't know unless you pull
Oh.
your GPS out.
Oh my
Shout out to
God.
Kim. I see Roderick Samuels in the comments. Y'all
Oh, yeah,
engage
that-
with us.
oh,
We
yeah,
appreciate
oh,
y'all.
Yeah, that's my teach. That's my teach. That's
Okay.
the director of the school, man. They showing love.
Hey,
Y'all
Mr.
showing love.
Director. Thanks for tuning
Mr.
in.
S, Mr. Sams, I appreciate you.
Nice.
Yeah, so like she said, man, that balance is important. But we don't want to.
Very.
Like I said, we want to put something educational in front of these kids, like more so, show them. Hey, look at this. Try to spark their interest with some building, some carpentry, something like, it's cool you playing games, but you can build a game. You know what I'm saying? You can be a software designer. Like,
Definitely.
Yeah.
give them something to challenge themselves because they already more advanced than we was the way they operate in tablets
Yeah,
and stuff like
for
that,
sure.
And these are the future. Like,
And that's why I don't pull my son away from it, because I see it more of him having a passion for it than him being distracted by it. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
And that's what I talked to him. Like, you want to make video game? I literally said that. Like, you you want to do like make video games when you get older? Like, yeah, I want to. So, and I know people that can actually put them in that lane. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So.
Yeah.
If we could cultivate more of what we see our kids are passionate in, as opposed to trying to put them in things that we want them to do,
Right.
And-
Basketball,
and
football.
yeah, that typical shit. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
that they ain't even really.
That's just good parenting,
on-
though.
Yeah.
That's just good parenting.
Yeah, that's that supportive parents that everybody
Yeah.
don't
and
have.
also, you're an entrepreneur, so we already
That
think
spirit.
outside of the
Yeah,
box.
You
yeah,
planted that
exactly.
Our
spirit.
parents
Yeah.
was like, you better get a real job.
Exactly.
Like,
Right.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
then
earning
for
potential
him-
over here.
for my son, you know what I mean, when he was 5 to tell me that he wanted to be like me when he grew up, I felt like that was like
Aw.
I had already like
You won.
I
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
You
So it's like,
Definitely.
now I got to definitely be and show him how to be something that's, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
Definitely.
Hey,
You don't
Deja,
wanna
I see you, boo. Thank you.
You don't want to be pouring into your kids something that's not useful to them. You know what
For
I mean?
sure.
Like
Exactly.
you because just the fallout, if it doesn't work out, it's catastrophic for the kid. You
Yeah.
already made your way. You already paved your way. So now you got a child in a situation where they're trying to figure out who they are because their parents or their, support system steered in a different direction, but they're passionate about this. Like,
And
That's
that
just
has
good
a lot
parenting,
to do with parents being involved. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so quick to tear them off of what they're good at. Go sit down and go learn something. Go sit down and interact with them. That's sometimes that's all they need.
all they need,
And
yeah.
that might even pull them
that
off
build
the
that
game.
confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
build that confidence.
definitely.
It make-
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I mean? Because when I was younger, I remember just a time where all I wanted was my dad to be proud of me for something what I did. You know what I mean? So, interacting with my son and showing him that I'm involved and supporting him and what he doing, and like, oh yeah, man, you good at that. You know what I mean? Showing him that I'm proud of it. It's like,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm correcting the wrongs that was in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to all the active fathers. Can
I
we get a
know,
nice little
right?
drop on that?
Oh,
You
yeah,
got
oh,
us
yeah.
The
snapping.
snappers, the
Yeah.
snappers, or the clappers.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with
the
that.
clappers is cool.
So yeah. It's
So
really
Adam
important.
said that in today's society, parents are so young. It's essentially children raising children, which I
That part
agree.
too, that part
I
too, yeah.
agree,
That
That
part too.
man.
definitely.
And that plays part into some of the grandparents as well,
Ah,
right? We always talk about how, man, we ain't got no big mamas no more. Because
Man, the grandparents getting younger and
They're
younger.
glam
They
moms.
outside.
Big mama in the club.
Grandma's
They
still in the
outside.
strip club.
Outside.
Some
Yeah.
of them are still on the
Dang.
poles.
It's
I
just
ain't
the
even
facts.
I ain't even thought about it like that.
Yeah, some of them are still on the poles.
Yes.
Yeah.
No facts.
Yeah.
I ain't even
Man.
thought about it like that. And that's but
But then you got some that are young and we were raised by, older women. So you
Still got
got
that
balance.
old soul.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like you
for
got
sure.
an old soul, but you lame. But you got an old soul.
Right, those principles and values are dying. It's like I just seen a meme
yes.
today where it was a pool of people, right? And it was a pool and it was a dude in the middle and those people around him. All of the people around him had pissy water on them, and the dude in the middle had clean water. He was looking sad, and everybody was looking at him laughing. And it was like, this is how society is right
That's
now.
true.
Everybody
That's
is all
true.
fucked up, and for you to be the correct one, you're the wrong one. And
Or
looked at-
everybody hates you.
yeah, you looked at like the bad one because
Yes.
everybody in the world is so polluted and fucked up now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like how, you hear people saying, praising being toxic. Well, I'm toxic nowadays. It's almost like
I hate
we've been conditioned,
Brainwash program.
programmed and
Yeah.
conditioned to the point where like, okay, the world is so fucked up now. It's not even no point in trying to fix it. We just gonna celebrate it now. We all toxic. We just sprouting
On
the dies.
demon time.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
But
Yeah, like-
and then if you think about,
Stay away
but
from
why do you want to be? Why do you want to be toxic though? Like if you think about what toxic is, it's the worst kind of trash there is. The trash that needs to be contained in a special
Yeah,
place.
it got the
almost like a
thrown-
poison.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Like,
You know what I'm
stay
saying?
away from it.
Yeah, because if
For
it
real.
touches you, then it can contaminate you.
Yes,
right. So why
definitely.
would you want to be toxic? Oh yeah, I'm toxic. You know what I mean? Like it's a good
Females
thing.
be boasting, bragging about that.
Oh,
like,
it's
yeah,
niggas
baby,
too.
huh?
It's niggas too. Talking about, you know what I'm saying, bragging about
Everybody.
being toxic.
My director say
And then
grandma's
some-
for
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Yeah,
And then
grandma, yeah.
sometimes it's being self-aware, like,
Goddamn, only
Bobby
grams.
Jew,
Only grams.
Only grams.
only gram.
Yes, yes.
The stoner in me was like,
Right.
only gram.
No, my God.
No, but see, even touching on that, it's hard for me not having no kids and thinking like the world that when I do bring them in here, what all the obstacles that you up against. Shout out to all the parents that's doing a great job because I can only imagine. I'm not in y'all shoes, but I can only imagine from what I see going on out here, and it's like, man, it's no censorship in the world. You got a battle when society is going to be practically raising your children. That tablet, the social media, the music, all these things. Since it seems like it's no censorship, that you
And
gonna
then-
just
and
have
then-
to. They gonna be 2 years old. You gonna have to answer certain questions, like you know what I'm saying, off rip. You got questions that gotta
Somebody's
be
phone that
answered.
is.
Turn your volume on.
Uh oh, who there we
And
go.
then you can't discipline your kids, right? And now what that does is allow them to get to the point where they're delinquent adults, and then when they get chastised by society, by police, you know what I mean?
Ooh, that's deep, and I thought about that too. As far as what our parents got us conditioned for through the chastising, through whoopings, through those things growing up in that era, and when you look at the murder rate, the death rate, all this senseless crimes, like you would almost go back to think that it served a great purpose. Like I really did feel like the lesson that they were trying to teach us is, I would rather whoop your ass. I
Y'all
would
think
rather-
whoopings work?
Yeah, I mean
Look at
everybody
my
don't.
ass.
Everybody don't have to be.
I got my ass.
Yeah,
You
me
whip your
too.
babies?
So
Uh oh.
I didn't. I was
Okay.
I was a very gentle parent mom.
Okay.
But this 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Two
Yeah.
and two.
So you saying prior to your son and your daughter, you never really?
No, my older kids, like, they are really, like, easygoing and chill. Like, my
Sweet.
2-year-old is gangster.
Mm.
Like, I gotta be like, hey.
Yeah.
What they be saying? Oh,
That part.
they get that from your granny or they get that from your mama. It's like,
No, facts.
all
That's
of
the
the
thing.
bad
We say
shit.
this all the time. Like, that's my mama's son.
yeah,
He a thug. He
yeah.
Not
ain't
a thug.
nothing like me.
That too.
But
That's the scary part.
I
Yeah.
have to, but he's so smart.
Absolutely.
He's so smart. Like, I just be like, I got an old school parent you.
Yeah.
And
You know
even
what I'm
then, that capital punishment and stuff like that, everybody back then didn't whoop their kids. But I don't feel like that should have ever been something where they forced you to not. That's a choice. That's how you were raised. That should have always been a personal preference. I don't like how when they got rid of it, now it's like the government has stuck their hand in how they
How you raise your
how you
children.
raise your
Yeah.
children.
Yeah.
They can threaten you with
Yeah.
how you raise your
Yeah.
children. They threaten you in these situations. But I'm like, literally got us prepared to. If I don't be hard on you, life is gonna be way harder. And now that you
Definitely.
look at it, it's like
And now that the world is harder,
Yeah.
Yes.
right?
they
Yeah.
crumble, they fragile.
Yeah, they
And
are.
That
A bunch
brings
of
me
soft
to,
kids.
and that's
So
what.
listen.
Yep.
I went to a birthday party, right, with my oldest two. And, like, the music was going. I mean, like, we were at my cousin's party, so it was a little different. And
What
I
you
was
mean by
like,
different? Like ghetto or?
I don't
It's a
even
young
want to
party.
say it was
Look
ghetto.
at it.
It was in the hood, but I don't even say it was ghetto. But it was just one of those, like, I grew up in the hood. I'm like, oh my God, I got them kids. My kids ain't know what the songs was. I said, oh, we coming over here. I'll start dropping their ass off over there. Because they need to be well rounded. My kids go to school in
Yeah,
Livonia. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So my daughter is the only black kid in her classroom.
Oh wow.
But now she hip.
Yeah.
But as a parent, it's like you have to be prepared for so many different things that you don't think about. You want to do better for your kids, but
Yeah.
3,200 made me.
Yeah.
Like that environment being where I was in MSAT. So I'm in an honors program.
I'm sad
But
with you.
the project's down the street. You know what I'm saying? The project's down the street, so you learn skills to protect yourself.
Yeah.
But also, like,
know
I
that's
got
right
friends
there.
you don't
that
want to
graduated.
shelter them to the point.
You don't
where-
wanna shelter
so
them.
it was a.
It's like you do, but you don't though.
See, but listen to
You
me.
gotta
Though. It was
get
a
'em some
podcast
skills.
where this sister had brought her son in on the panel, right? And this was her first time where he literally explained to her that, I appreciate, you sheltering me, but not so much, right?
Ooh, from the kids' mouth.
Yeah, because now he's grown. He's in college now. Because he was like, well, I think he was just like getting out of college. 'Cause this was a couple of years ago. And he said, you sheltered me to the point that when I got into an adulthood and I got out of your house, I was not equipped with the skills that I needed.
wow.
Definitely.
Yes.
To survive out here on my own, because I was either not taught, I was sheltered. You did so much for me without me learning, and then when I got out there, I was naked. You know what I mean? And that was the first time she heard that. You can see it on her face. You know what I mean? Because she was praising, the whole protecting a child and all of that type of stuff. But when he dropped that ACE card on her, she was like, her
But
face
see,
cracked.
this is why I say it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because how many times we done seen on the news a baby go to a birthday, like the little boy that was at the Westin with his boys and got shot in the head or
Right,
something
right,
like
right.
that.
Or-
Like hotel parties back in the day, we wasn't doing
We
that.
weren't doing that. Or my kids, I told you, she the only black kid in her class. You got people coming up to the white schools shooting them up.
Yeah.
So it really is damned if you do, damned if you don't. So how do I prepare my kid
Yeah.
in today's society?
Well, I put to y'all like this. It's what you getting better than them.
Mm-hmm.
Make them the critical thinkers. Like we got to go back to your five senses: taste, smell, like being a listener 1st. You know what I'm saying? We got to make our kids critical thinkers to where they can look and analyze the situation.
I was just about to say,
You
'cause
got to
call
be
me
able to break that down and know when this is a smart idea. Like, you know, I got a niece that's just turned 14 and she don't know nothing. Like you said, don't know nothing. She never went to a DPS school. She don't know nothing about ghetto. She don't know nothing about poverty. And, you know, now when you say, I feel like it's a gift and a curse, because as a parent, you always strive to give your child the best. However, you're hindering them. You're handicapping them by, if you're not setting up to where, I put it to you like this: if I was rich, I wouldn't want my kid to know I'm rich. I wouldn't give them and overly spoil them because I'm rich. You have to still teach them the importance of earning
Hard
things,
work.
hard
Yeah.
work.
Has to have
Like
balance.
the first lesson, one of the first lessons my mother taught me was, you not just doing stuff for a reward. You doing it because it's the right thing to do. So it wasn't, I'm out here doing chores. I'm doing chores because I'm helping out. I'm doing chores because it's the right thing to do. I'm not doing it for the money. Like,
Integrity.
I did it. Can I get $5?
Definitely.
I did my chores with my $20. No, it was, I looked at stuff differently. I wanted to run around the house and help my mother because I'm like, I just want to help you.
See, I gotta work on that. When they're like, "Am I gonna get these $7 if I
Trust
make up
me.
my bed?"
But here-
And that's my niece, and I had to break it down. I said, stop being so selfish. And I'm like, you love your mother, right? She like, yeah. And I'm like, well,
her.
how come you just don't look around and see things that you step over trash?
Right.
You step over a task and, you know, you so selfish with it. Like, I did this, I did that. And I'm like, stop being selfish and stop thinking about yourself. I'm like, the sooner you get that, you'll understand, like, you'll get things. People will reward. I'm like, rewarding good behavior, or I'm saying it ain't even about rewarding. It's just about being a good person. It's just that simple. Somebody is gonna help you along the way, and you're gonna be sitting there lost, not wondering why, thinking they want something in return. And it's just gonna. This is why you don't know how to pick your friends.
Yeah.
Because you don't have that ground. You don't have
Or
that
you don't have any
foundation.
discernment. Like,
Yeah.
you can't
Ooh,
judge
discernment,
character, and
yeah.
that's the most important part.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, the reward might not come instantly. You might do a whole, like, you, because the real world is just not how we raise our kids.
It's
You
not.
do this good, I'm gonna give you this. That ain't how life works. Like, you might have to do a bucket of good deeds
baby.
before
Yeah.
you get that one reward
Yeah.
in return. But it's about being able to judge character, and that's just pretty much what I try to instill
I
in
mean,
my
and that's
kids.
just the universe teaching you to do things because it's the best thing to do, not because you're getting a reward for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You shouldn't do things like out of philanthropy for a receipt. You know what I mean? To come back and say, hey, I did this at this time and this date for this person. Like, give me something back for it. You know what I mean?
That
So
ain't
that's
how
what
it
it
go.
is. The universe teaching you about not giving you every time you do something good, you get a reward. Like, that's not what you're doing it for, is it? You know what I mean? You're doing it because it needs to be done.
Yeah.
And then when the time come around for somebody, when you need something done, somebody would do it just because it needs to be done, not because they're going to come back and throw it up in your face and say, oh, well, I helped you, because we all hate that shit, right?
Oh man,
Well,
what?
motherfucker
Don't
a
do nothing
favor
for me
you,
if
and
you
then-
gonna
and
throw
then
it in my
gonna throw
face.
back. Yeah, like do it because you genuinely, love me or support me or want me
Yeah.
to, benefit in whatever kind of way. Not because you want to,
But you,
leech from me.
but you see, that's why that goes to the thinking and the thought process of these kids now. If they never thought like what you just described, they're not thinking like that. They think everybody they friend. They think everybody that got a good
what they
intention
think.
behind
That's
it.
my bestie, my bestie, my
Ooh,
bestie, my bestie, my
twin.
bestie.
The kids in school be like
and then they
twin.
turn around fighting, and the same ones
Fighting,
fighting in the video.
Look, the woman, God rest her soul, went to Mexico. Probably thought she was on a trip
my
with
God.
all her friends.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Yep,
that's
yep.
that.
See?
You can't just think everybody your friend. Some people are along for the ride, but if you're not teaching them that critical thinking, to really just use their brain and analyze the situation. You go to, like you said, you went to that hotel party. That boy, man, got robbed of his innocence because he probably was somebody's suburban kid. His innocence was no way possible did he think this was even a possibility.
Right.
That these kids gonna have a gun and gonna
Right.
shoot this thing up, or maybe he did know, but see, if he didn't have nobody letting him know, like, or installing the necessary things like that critical thinking, he probably just was like, man, I'm just trying to be cool. We
Yeah,
got too
right.
many kids going out here getting killed trying to be cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it just brought me to my mind a situation that just happened recently, maybe a couple of weeks ago, off of right here off of Griner and Hoover. Little girl, man, just got killed at a party. She was just at somebody's graduation party,
Mm.
and they got to shooting. And yeah, she caught one by mistake.
How old was she? She was like a baby.
She was like a teenager.
Okay.
Yeah,
I might
like
have
15, 16.
I might have seen that story. I might have seen somebody definitely talking about her too.
Or
Yeah.
even I heard like recently some splash pads got
No,
shot
yes,
up.
like
that was
somebody went and
Rochester.
shot up a
Yeah.
splash
That's
pad. I couldn't
crazy.
believe it. My
Y'all know
kids
what
were
splash
at the
pads
beach. I had
that
to
were?
call,
It was
like,
in
hey,
Rochester.
y'all back
Rochester.
at the crib yet?
Yeah, it
What's
was-
going on? Yes.
In Rochester.
Rochester.
Man, did y'all see my face?
Yeah.
10 of them.
Oh man.
No, but what it made me think about is I went on a field trip with my daughter, in the middle of the school year, and basically, my daughter's calling me. I went on a field trip with my daughter, and she has a friend. Of course, she's the only black kid in her class, and this little girl grabbed my baby arm and was pulling her. So y'all know I done took my purse off. I said, "Come here." I'm like, I said, "Who is that?" She said, "That's my friend." I said, "Do your friends at home treat you like that?" She said, "No." I said, "Okay. Your cousins treat you like that?" "No." I said, "That's not how friends treat each other. Because I don't want to have my baby at school and just be racist."
Yeah.
But I said,
You
have
don't want her to
learn-
normalize being
Yes,
treated
right,
a certain
right.
kind of
That's
way
not
either.
normal. I said, in order, if you have to be treated like that to be her friend,
Then you
do
guys don't need.
No, I asked her, "Do you think that's somebody that should be your friend?"
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "No."
How do you feel when
Yeah,
she's doing
that's what I
that?
said.
Right?
I
Do
said,
you-
"How do you feel?" She was like, "Well, I seen her pull back a little bit, but I'm like, does she do this all the time?" She like, "Yeah, she always." I said, "No, that's not." That's
I saw
not
the hood come
friendship."
out you when you
No,
said
for
that.
real.
See, that's a reflection of either how that child is treated or how she sees people treated
Right.
at home. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Definitely, because I want to say, like, at this age, the racism, I don't see it. It's the parents. That is a very learned behavior.
Oh yeah.
definitely learned
definitely.
Kids
Yeah.
don't see, black
Yeah,
and white.
they don't
like
see color.
They love my baby.
Yeah.
But you can tell when a parent walk around you. I literally can pinpoint instantly, like, who parents
The
is
ones
racist
that-
and who's not.
Oh,
based
wow.
on, like, they be looking at them like, "Emily, what are you doing over there with her?"
Get over here.
Yeah, like,
Immediately.
Over there with
Get
her.
over here.
and I be like, Elise, and my baby be like, "Okay, Mom, can you put my puffballs in my hair?" Like, she going to school black girl magic.
Aw,
Period. But
man.
it's one of those things, like, we have to teach them to be critical thinkers by asking them questions, because it's so hard as a parent, especially a black parent, not to react. Like, I wanted to be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
unarm her." But
Unhand me now.
for real.
Hey, but you see a lot of that when you take your kids to the playground. I
Yeah.
see that with my nephew. Like, I be like, don't let you see these little.
But now let
kids-
them push you down,
Not
that's
even
right.
that. They be doing crazy stuff. Like, my sister just told me, like, this person was hitting my nephew in his nuts, and I'm like, what the hell kind of playing? And he was like, yeah, they over here. Psh, psh, psh. I'm like, I don't know what kind of nut buster is this, a new game? Like, why are y'all just psh, psh, psh? Like, what is going on? But we trying to teach. Listen, you don't let nobody touch your private part.
I know that's right.
Kids,
No,
nothing.
Nobody.
We don't play like that.
I was proud of my son the first time he got into a fight. It was a little how can I say it?
Say it nicely.
Non-melanated child.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
My son
The
had a
others.
ball, right, and the boy wanted the ball. My son didn't give it to him, so he decided to pull my son's hair. My son got braids,
Oh, wow.
so my son slapped him.
Proud father.
Proud dad.
And then he got, sent home from school.
Yeah.
And then when he told me what happened, I'm like, you know what, bro?
Took him out to
that's-
eat.
Yeah.
No,
I said, yeah,
No,
because you
that's
don't let
how you
nobody
handle
do
that.
you no kind of way, man.
That's how you handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my nephew had it cutting hair out. They was cutting each other's hairs out
Oh,
one
no.
day. Somebody
Oh, no.
cut his out, and then all of a sudden he picked up this habit, and it's like teachers calling, "Yeah, Alex didn't cut people's hair out." I'm like,
Oh, no, my son probably slapped somebody.
you just
Okay,
be
so
like,
I got a question. As parents, because I'm in the school system. So do you tell your kids if someone hits you, you hit them back, or do you go with tell an instructor, let an adult know that they putting hands on you, like take those proper measures at first, or y'all simply like
Y'all
if they
want
put the
politically correct or the real?
I want the real.
I tell my daughter, if somebody put their hands on you,
Y'all should see her face.
like, no, for real, like, 'cause
they can't.
y'all know these are the other kids.
Yeah.
If somebody put their hands on you, let them know where you come from, and then go tell a teacher. That's what I teach my kids.
How you feel? I mean, I know you don't have children,
but however, that's what I was taught. If you raise your hand and say you gotta go to the bathroom, and the teacher say no, if you gotta go to the bathroom, you better get your ass up and go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
Don't let
yeah.
nobody tell you to sit.
Yeah.
And you going what? No.
yeah.
Okay, so look, let me give you this perspective. If you do it like that, you just think about they go on a life with that philosophy. Where that's gonna end, where that's gonna put them. You putting your child at risk because
It
the law
depends.
the law ain't like you hit me back. They gonna get they gonna catch the last person that do the hit
That's
90%
true.
of the time.
That's true. But we got to think about institutions. I was raised in DPS, right? So if I hit somebody and they hit me back, the administrator or whatever, they're going to call our parents and we're going to come in and we're going to have a meeting.
Absolutely.
How do I know that the person that's there is working to protect my daughter?
No, you absolutely teach them to defend themselves.
You have to defend yourself.
Certain instances, like you have to teach to you have to teach restraint equally.
Yes.
So it's certain instances like don't let nobody slap you, put your hands in their face or whatever. But it's certain parts that you can, if it don't hurt you, don't immediately react. Go seek, an adult supervision. But because some people gonna take that literally.
I
You
teach
got
paper
literal
trail.
kids.
Did you tell your teacher before when she did it? When she dragging you around the classroom,
I
do
teach
you
paper
tell
trail.
somebody?
That's
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
Okay,
I like
so the
paper
next
trail.
time, knock her out.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But
Paper
that's what
trail.
I was taught.
That's cool. The
That's
paper
what I
trail.
was taught.
But
At King, she said you did what? Write it down. Take a note. So when you cuss her out, I'm gonna say, well, she told you 3 times this. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like you teach paper trail.
But you can go 0 to 100. It's okay if it's above the neck or something extreme.
yeah, if you
But
feel
you
like
definitely
you have
got to teach
protect
that restraint.
yourself, you're
Yeah.
in defense mode. You have to, you got to protect yourself.
You have to teach that restraint though. That's got to be equally important because again, you don't want your kid to literally be the victim of a whole lot of
Exactly.
bullshit
Right.
further down the line. I mean, even down to the politics. Your kid may get kicked out of school for a situation that they could have just reported. And then now they mad at you because all their friends go to their school. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about that portion of it, how it's going to affect them. Now they mad at you because, it wasn't even that serious.
See, but the parents and me, I'm not here to be your friend. And if you're in a situation where you are in a position where you can be hurt, protect yourself,
Yeah.
defend yourself.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And
for sure.
what you think might be good for you may not. That's not the environment. If you got to go to school every day and worry about your safety,
Yeah.
that's not the environment for you.
Karma
meant for
is
you
crazy.
anyway.
She's
You know
talking
what I
about
mean?
if you hit me, I'm hitting you twice. What is going on?
Who said that? Oh wait,
Twice is crazy.
my comments ain't scrolled, y'all. I ain't seen this.
I'm hitting you
It's
twice.
about not true. Stand your ground law exists for a reason.
Exactly.
Are we
I
a,
can't see
are
the
we a
comment.
stand your ground law?
I
Are
don't
we?
know.
I don't think that is for Michigan. I don't think we stand your ground.
What you know about that?
Paper
Cause
trail.
ain't stand your
about
ground.
to Google it.
Ain't,
He about to
stand,
Google it.
ain't stand your ground the same thing as you can shoot at somebody if they try.
I see Chris in the building. Hey, sorry y'all, my
No,
comments
you
wasn't
can't.
scrolling.
No, that's not stand your ground.
Oh,
No,
what's
that's
that?
Not. That's you going to jail. Because
No, but I thought that was called stand your ground, and that's why I didn't think Michigan had that law. Because I thought stand your ground was like Texas. Texas have a stand your ground type of
Florida
thing.
does too, don't they?
I believe so.
I can't recall the difference between the stand your ground and the castle doctrine. The castle doctrine, I believe, is something similar to that, but it applies to your house. They're trying to come into your
Oh,
house,
okay.
Yeah.
but yeah,
Okay.
you can't use lethal force if someone is trying to steal some possession.
In Texas, you can. So that's why I was saying stand your ground. Yeah, Texas, you can shoot at somebody for trying to steal your car. Like you can protect
But
the stuff
there's
that belongs
so many
to you.
specifics to that. Like he's saying, like if somebody try to come to your house and they're leaving,
That's
you
here.
can't just shoot them.
That's here. I'm talking about Texas.
So
It
it's
ain't-
you saying it's different
so
everywhere.
it's different state to state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that's why a lot of people are like, oh, I want to go to Texas because I work hard for my stuff. You ain't about to just steal it. But I know in Michigan,
But
you gotta they have to be. You can't shoot at somebody if they trying to run away.
Right,
They
right.
back turn. They got to be a certain
Gotta be a
distance
threat.
in
You
your
gotta-
home.
yeah.
Like they talking about if you run in your daughter room and see somebody in your daughter room, you can't shoot at them if they trying to escape.
Ooh, see, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yes, like
Okay.
if they're back,
Trust
because
me.
at
I mean,
that
I
point,
know if-
they're no longer
Right,
a threat.
right. Nah, that's
Yeah,
I,
this,
mean,
thought
listen,
they were still turned
listen.
the
My,
other
my
way.
CPL class was real thorough.
I need a refresher.
Yeah,
for real?
yeah.
You gonna be
I need a refresher.
It ain't always CPL ain't the best thing.
It's not the license to kill. That
Yeah.
a lot of people
Right,
think
for
it
sure,
is.
for sure, no doubt. And a lot of people
literally
get
just to
pistols and
carry.
become trigger happy. Like I know people as soon as they get a pistol, they like, yeah.
And they be the first ones getting
Y'all
fined,
need it, though.
in jail,
Because-
no more gun law, no more gun rights. It's
But
done.
like no, back to what you were saying about the kids. Like so many people don't know how to resolve conflict without
Yeah,
violence. Like
yeah.
that's why. All right, create a paper trail because that's you doing your due diligence.
Yeah.
to resolve this issue and resolve this conflict without violence. But if it get like that, it get like that.
She's talking about if it get
Listen,
like
that's why I
that.
said like we gotta do better. Not to say that I love the paper trail. Like you schooling me on that. I love that idea, but we still have to implement new things. It's up to us to protect our kids. You feel me? Like, and that's just real because how many instances when we were in school that we see that mama coming up there popping off every time. The mama that's always, or the parents that's always, I'm gonna defend my kid, whether right or wrong.
Wrong or right, yeah.
And you don't want to be one of them because
sip.
Listen, I done
Lord.
called a parent like, hey, you know,
remember
little
some
man
stuff
didn't
like
hit somebody
that.
in class. Well, what did he do for him to hit him?
Right,
I'm
right,
at
right.
work. Y'all handle that. I'm like, what? Oh yeah, you think you calling the parent to get some? They like, look, you handle it. They
You the parent right
oh
now.
yeah, oh yeah, like
And that low key,
But
I
for-
agree with that to an extent.
no.
But see,
No,
wait.
but they don't.
But the thing about it is, as a teacher, you're not allowed to discipline that kid anymore, right? You
Right.
do that, and now you get, fired. You got a lawsuit, all kinds
Yeah.
of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily discipline them. I don't agree. I'm not saying let the teachers discipline. I'm saying we got so many teachers that don't want to deal with no hard tasks. They think their job is supposed to be easy. Like you
You're a
can't.
teacher.
You gotta have some patience with these kids, like the teachers had patience with us.
I
We
hear
know.
y'all, but look, y'all ain't in it.
But we know.
Okay, I mean I get it,
What
but we
did- what
different
did
with
we
And,
put-
and it's different kids. These kids is a
these
kids
kids is
are
listening to
different.
young boy NBA. What's the little nigga name? And y'all know who I'm talking
Young
about.
boy
Kids
NBA
have
never
no
sung something.
respect. They have no respect.
None,
Like,
zero.
Yeah, I had a young parent. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? But at the same time, I knew if this lady called my mama
It's on and
and say
popping.
I said anything crazy, I'm getting beat up when I
For
walk
sure.
in the house.
No
Okay,
doubt.
so look.
We don't.
These kids like here, her name.
I have friends who I
And
don't
then-
say
and then
nothing to them about their kids
These
because
kids. These
what they
kids
do. Like, no,
have no
bro.
respect for their own parents.
Exactly.
As
That's
well,
my
right?
point.
That's why they come to school like that. So it's like, how can you correct them? You know what I mean?
Okay,
you're
so-
gonna get more smoke from them than they get from their parents. Because
Exactly.
like you're the substitute parent. Now, how do they treat the substitute teacher?
Okay, so
What
I'm gonna
is
say
in
maybe
class?
I'm gonna say I hear you on that one. I hear all y'all on that one. But how many times when we were in school did we sometimes the kids at school want to be disciplined because they not getting the discipline at home. Some of them respect you more. Like
than their parents. Than
Yes.
their
Yeah,
parents.
yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because that's a form of love.
It is.
Because somebody give a fuck about them.
For sure.
is.
They don't nobody. They
Now,
run.
we're not saying that we should not give a fuck or not care, but we're just saying it's a different
It's
level of
hard.
difficulty.
I know
with
it's a
kids.
different level of
And it don't
difficulty.
apply to every kid. Some kids you can't be like, go sit down and write this sentence 1,000 times. And they gonna learn something or go run.
Mm-hmm.
But you got kids who be like, I ain't running.
I had about 3
Oh,
kids
my
run
mama.
today. You don't want
Yeah.
to participate? Go run.
Call
But
my mama.
as teachers now, you got to evolve with the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, shout out to one of my sisters, Latoya Daniels. She go by Teach. She out and she had prom with these kids. She had graduation with these kids. She had their parties when they had Sweet 16 parties. You know what I'm saying? She's involved on their magnitude and their level where they respect her enough to not fight, to not shoot. They respect her enough because she came down on their level and she reached them. So to me, it's up to us not necessarily to forget our parenting, figure out how we can tap into these kids and touch them because that's really what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just automatically. We wouldn't want nobody to give up on us because we was going down a rocky road. We got to figure out how we can reach these kids
Yeah.
on some magnitude. And since we here, I want to touch on mentorship.
All right, we only got a couple more minutes.
Okay,
have
we
to
gonna
wrap
say
it up.
that one. We gonna
Yeah.
say that
Yeah.
I
one.
be talking about the girl
We-
makes the teacher over the phone.
A girl almost punched my brother today because he took her phone. I'm like, sweetheart, you can't utilize your phone in my class. I told her that twice, almost 3 times yesterday, right? I'm teaching flag football. How you on your phone and I'm throwing balls at your head? Pause. So my brother took her phone.
You shouldn't have paused right there. You should have just kept
Sorry.
going.
My brother took her phone today, and when I say she wrapped her arms around him, she all over him. Like, give me my phone. He had to walk her to the dean. They kicked that little girl out of camp today. Like, so gong ho over her phone. So it's It's definitely a thing. I just want to say shout out to everybody that's tapped in. We're getting ready to
Yeah.
wrap up. We only here for an hour. I see everybody in the comments.
We
I
really
appreciate y'all.
appreciate y'all.
Make sure that
Yes,
y'all
thanks
like
for
this
tuning
video,
in.
share the video. Okay, tap in every Wednesday from 6 to 7. We here, and I don't know. Y'all got some final words?
Yeah, final words. Again, appreciate y'all. As y'all see, this what life on shuffle is. Y'all
Yes.
see, we bounced around.
It's gonna be juicy next week,
But-
y'all.
But we was trying to touch as much stuff as we could, man. We trying to give content. We trying to bring enlightenment again. So we really appreciate y'all. Like I'm geeked up, man. Y'all got me excited about this.
Listen, if y'all want to get on the show, DM us, DM me, and come promote your products, promote your business. We offer helping promote black businesses, black entrepreneurs. You ain't even gotta be black, okay? If you
Absolutely,
Yeah.
this definitely ain't a biased show at all.
Definitely.
Like I know I got some of my peoples that's been tuned in, Hair Lab people. Like I really
Yeah,
appreciate
definitely.
y'all. We need our Facebook people to jump on. We need our Instagram. We need our YouTube. We need all y'all to just tap in, man. Just give us 5 minutes, man. See what we talking about.
I need more than 5.
I'm just,
sorry.
you know, I
I
feel
need
like
30, 40.
we gonna suck them in. But I'm
Okay.
saying once you jump in and hear what we talking about, you ain't gonna want to
not gonna
leave.
wanna
Definitely. You got some
You're
final
gonna-
words,
You're
too?
gonna love it here. That's what I want to say.
like that.
No, but thanks
You're gonna love it
so
here.
much
Love
for
it.
tuning in. To our first show. We have a great chemistry. I think we have some really dope topics, and you get a lot of different point of views, but we all respect each other. So yeah, like just kick it with us.
All right, y'all. Well, it's been real, and we'll see you next Wednesday at
Next
6.
Wednesday at 6.
Yeah, yeah.
For real.
Tap in. Love y'all.
Love you.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.
Production.
7